Hey everybody, hi. Welcome back to my vlog. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Ametha Williams and I started a weight loss vlog to, basically measure my weight and chronicle my weight loss journey. And I'm on the journey to lose 100 pounds by March 23rd of this year. I started back in March 23rd of last year when I weighed 335.9 pounds. And I have been on the journey since then to lose 100 pounds. After that, we'll see where it goes. But this particular episode of my vlog is a health update. It's been a couple of weeks since I last posted, and my weight loss update videos are not more than maybe 20 to 25 seconds long. But the last time I actually posted a video was on January 1st, which was the New Year's Day. So I'll just start from the beginning. On December 2nd, 2023, my menstrual cycle started. And it started just like any normal period that I've had. But it didn't end like any normal period that I've had. Instead of running the natural course of 4 to 6 days, sometimes 4 to 7, depending, it lasted a lot longer. And so after the seventh day, I noticed that it wasn't going off. So I had already been there before. I had had a previous period a couple of months before then that lasted maybe 9 to 10 days. So I wasn't too worried about it. I thought that it would self-correct itself eventually. So after the seventh day, I gave it a few more days until the seventh day turned into the 10th day, and the 10th day turned into the 13th day. And I was like, okay, so this is really getting annoying, but at the same time, it's becoming concerning as well. Because the last time I had a cycle that lasted longer than the week or the 6 to 7 days that I normally have, it was when I was 21, 22 years old. So that's been more than 20 years ago. And this last cycle that I had when I was 21, 22 years old, it lasted for a period of 6 months where I bled heavily. I had gone to doctors. They prescribed me, contraceptive, because contraceptive is a hormone and it's supposed to balance the amount of estrogen that is in your body. And every doctor that I went to back then, of course, they said, well, it's your weight, it's your weight. You got to lose weight. But no matter how much weight I intended to lose, the contraceptive kind of got in the way, because for those of you who taken contraceptive, you know that it increases your weight due to the influx of hormones. And so I was thinking, please, not this again. I thought that I had left this behind 20 something odd years ago. And so as day 13 turned into day 20, I decided to seek help. So I talked with family and I asked about, what could I do? Because I really don't have much faith in doctors. And that's another story for another day. But I've had bad situations with them. I've had bad experiences with them that just did not turn out very well, especially not for me. And so I am a Christian and I am a believer. And so I decided that prayer was the best option for me, because in the past I had turned to the doctors, and I would do what they told me to do, but it never did it never did work out. And so if you are a doctor, if you're in the medical field listening to this, I hope I'm not offending anybody. I'm just telling my experience. I'm pretty sure everybody has a different experience, and mine has just been not so great. But I sought help because a family member of mine had recently gone through the same thing. So she suggested that I use, some supplements to help kind of regulate my hormonal imbalance and try to correct what was going on because they worked for her. And so, of course, I took her advice and I ordered the supplements. And so when they arrived, I read to see, what was in them. Of course, I'm not going to take anything without reading, of course. So I read, I didn't see any issues or any red flags. So I decided to take the supplements. But as soon as I took the supplements, I started experiencing, inflammation. And my top lip blew up like a balloon. And I noticed that it had happened within the space of a couple of hours. And I'm like, what has happened here? And I tried to retrace my steps, and then I said, oh my God, I took the supplement. Maybe the supplement is what's got my face looking like the platypus man. So I was I was terrified because I looked I looked deformed, and I was wondering, okay, what can I do to get this under control? So I sought the help of a physician, and he basically gave me some medication to bring down the swelling, to bring down the allergic reaction, because that's what had happened. I had had an allergic reaction to something in that supplement, and it caused my mouth to swell. And so I went and I picked up the prescription. Of course, I had to wear a disguise to keep my mouth covered so that people, wouldn't be grossed out or weirded out by what I looked like when I came into the pharmacy. And so I asked the doctor before he gave me the prescription, and I specifically asked, is there any side effects? Are there any side effects to this medication that I should know about? And of course, he said, no, there's no side effects. There's nothing. All you have to do is take one pill 5 days and then take the second pill, because he prescribed me with two medications. One was a steroid to bring down the swelling and take out whatever had been put into my system. And then the second pill was to, kind of regulate everything that was going on in my body. And the third pill was an over the counter allergy. So it was an allergy medicine that you could buy over the counter, excuse me. And so after I asked him, I had to make sure, because I didn't want any more, problems. And he told me no. And I trusted him. But the issue was that the steroid, I had no idea that the steroid would make the situation that I was experiencing with my menstrual cycle even worse. The flow became heavier, and it became worse. I was weak, I was drained, I had no energy. And this was around the Christmas holidays. This was like the day before Christmas Eve, when I had to go into the local pharmacy and pick up this medication. And I was like, I asked, what was the issue? Why am I feeling like the walking dead here? And of course, around the holidays, There's a lot of things to do. You gotta, prep the food so that you can cook it for the family. You gotta make sure everything is right for when company comes over. I mean, there's a laundry list of things to do for the holidays. And I was just feeling like the walking dead, as I said. And I'm like, what is going on? It felt like my body was attacking me. And I'm still on this weight loss journey, and I haven't, indulged or done anything like that. And it just seems like a whole bunch of things were happening to me all at once. And I just said, Lord, what is going on? It feels like my body is at war with me, and it's trying to snuff me out one way or the other. And I couldn't understand it. And I'm like, why is this happening to me? I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do. I'm trying to get healthy. And it seems like the more effort I put into losing weight and the more effort that I put in to trying to become healthy, is like my body is trying to pull me back into my most unhealthiest state. And I was really sad at that particular time. I was frustrated, and I'm like, what? I just need some help here. If I don't get any help, I don't know what's going to happen to me. And so I decided to do a telehealth visit Christmas night, December 25th of 2023, because this was 3 straight days of feeling like a zombie after taking the medicine. And I told the physician online what had happened and what the doctor had prescribed me and what was going on with me. And she told me that the steroids were the cause of me feeling the way that I was feeling. And yes, they were important to bringing down the swelling that had taken over my face, but they were also the key players in my constant bleeding, because before it was spotting with some occasional, bleeding that was recognizable. After the steroids, it became increasingly heavy, and I had no energy at all. And I was like, so what can I do to fix this? And she said, you need to get to urgent care or the emergency room. And I'm like, it's the holidays. Urgent care, the emergency room. And I know some of you, once you hear this, you're going to be like, you were crazy. You should have gone to the doctor. Well, I did seek medical attention. That's the reason why I was in the problem that I was in with the heavy bleeding. That's why I was in a state of shock. I had sought medical attention. And when I asked about the side effects, I was told that there was none. And now I'm seeking medical attention again. And now you're telling me to go to urgent care or go to the hospital. And I'm like, at that point, I had almost just given up. I was like, I'm tired of doctors guessing. I trusted one doctor, and I took the medication to fix my face and to fix my issues, and it made it worse. Now you're telling me, because I had listened to him and now my situation is worse, now I need to go to the hospital. And I was just at my wit's end, because I knew what the issue was going to be. They were going to tell me, you need to lose weight. Well, I'm doing that already. What else you got? Okay, let's put you on this medication. Let's put you on this medication. And let's see what will happen. I've been there before. Remember, I told you earlier. And now that I'm older, there will be more medication thrown at me. There will be more poking and prodding into my body. And I'm like, Jesus, I just need you to fix this. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know why this is happening. I've tried to do what people said and seek medical attention, and things went from bad to worse. And I just can't deal with being anybody's guinea pig anymore. And I just need you, Lord, to fix this. Now, maybe I should have put a disclaimer on this video. If you don't believe in God and you don't think that there's a higher power, I apologize. You can log out now. But I am a believer and I am a Christian. And if anything that I say offends you, you may log out. But I had to get some peace. And peace for me comes when I can connect with God and I can talk to my Savior. And so, of course, it was up and down for a while. I was feeling like I wasn't connecting with God. I was feeling like I wasn't connecting. My prayers weren't getting answered. And it seems like my body was just playing games with me. And I don't know if you understand what I mean. Maybe you do, but maybe you don't. But some days it would go away and I would get excited, and then that night it would come back. And this happened for a period of 4 to 5 days. There would be like no traces of blood, nothing. And then at night it would come back. And then one day, a couple of weeks ago, it went away for a whole day. And I was so excited. And I told my family because they had been praying for me and everybody was excited. And then the next day, I woke up and it had come back. And not only did it come back, but it came back heavier and in clots. And my heart was broken. And I was like, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know. I just want you to make me normal again. That was my prayer. I've been fasting. I've been praying. God, I don't know what you want from me. And I was broken at that point because I had done everything. Fast and pray. Okay, I'm fasting. Okay, I'm praying. And my weight loss journey kind of had taken a back seat in my mind because I was trying to get my body together. I was still losing weight, thankfully, but it wasn't my priority. My priority was what was going on in my body. And how do I fix this? Because I was eating right. I was exercising. I was doing everything that I was supposed to do, but nothing was working. So how do I fix this? And I was just basically brokenhearted. And I said, you have to fix this. I don't know what else to do. I don't know who else to turn to. So what do I do? If you won't help me, there's nobody else that can help me. And so I tried to meditate. I tried to pray and keep an open mind. Tried to declutter and de-stress. And I said, there's nowhere else for me to go but to you. And so it finally happened. A couple of days ago, I stopped bleeding. It started thinning out. And I said, I've been through this before. This has happened to me before. So I'm just going to wait it out. And so that whole day, it thinned out until it was barely anything there. Because I had taken to wearing adult diapers because it had got that bad. Yeah. And so the next day, there was nothing. There was no trace of blood. There was nothing. And I said, okay, so that's 24 hours without any sign of bleeding. And so then today happened. And there was no trace and no sign of blood or any bleeding. And I said, I got to tell somebody because 2 days. Tomorrow it will make 3 days, but this is the first time since December 1st that I have felt normal. No bleeding. No worrying about ruining my clothes. And I was like, Lord, forgive me. But I'm trying to wait it out, and I'm trying to be patient, because I've been here before, and I've been excited before, and I've had my heart broken before also. But if this is real, then I will get on here and I will tell the world what you have done for me. And after waiting for over 30 days, it is finally gone. Now, I don't know what tomorrow brings. I pray that tomorrow brings me peace and normality and normalcy. Let me say that. But I am grateful to be normal for the past 48 going on 72 hours. I have not messed up any clothes. I have not had to carry multiple amounts of sanitary napkins. The inside of my thighs are chafed, raw, because I've been wearing adult diapers for multiple days, praying and hoping that my nightmare would go away. So I'm thankful and I'm grateful. And I'm just here to say, to keep working and don't give up on God. I had some times where I was broken. And I was very close. But I'm hanging in there. And it's a process. The walk of a believer is a process. I'm not perfect. And there are still some things, still some hurdles I have to clear, still some mountains I have to climb. But I am grateful to God that I have experienced 48 hours of being normal. And I'm thankful, because you should never take your health for granted. Never. And this is something that I am learning. And I've always known it, but now I've experienced it. And now I understand that health is truly wealth. It does not matter what you have. If you don't have health, you might as well not have anything. So I'm sorry if this video has gone long. I know that most of you like the shorter videos, but I hope that you take a look at this one. Maybe you can get something out of it, because this is my testimony. And if you're offended by the mentioning of God or Jesus or belief in a higher power, maybe this isn't the right vlog for you. Maybe this isn't the right video for you. But I had to tell my testimony. I promised God that I would. And so I pray that He continue to bless me so that I can continue to give you guys content. Hopefully, I'll be back next week with another weight loss update. But I hope that you will take a look at this video, that you will listen to it in its entirety. And that after you listen to it, I hope you get something out of it or take something away from it. Because like I said, the walk of a Christian is a work in progress. I don't think we ever get perfected. But like I said before in my earlier vlogs, I strive every day to make the Lord proud of me. I know that I don't, because I'm human and I mess up. So I know every day God is not proud of me. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to continue to put in the effort. So I pray that this video finds you guys well. I hope that some of you who have been looking at it will subscribe to my channel. I hope that I can give you some type of outlook that is positive, or perhaps help you with something that you might be going through yourself, just to let you know that you're not alone. But if not, then you can't always get what you want, and you can't always please everybody. So I learned that a long time ago too. But I pray that you stay healthy. I pray that you stay safe. And I hope that you get something good out of this video. Thank you for tuning in. Be blessed. Have a nice day.